Hey, I'm Dr. Bill Robertson from TMI Sports Medicine in Dallas, Texas. And today I'm going to show you my MPFL repair technique with BioBrace augmentation using the CONMED infinity button and 2 click lock anchors. So we have everything we're going to need for our medial patellofemoral ligament repair with collagen BioBrace augmentation. So here's our collagen BioBrace Reinforced Bioinductive Implant, which is 250 millimeters in length. We have our infinity button with our reversible pull tab here. So this is a variable loop button with a reversible pull tab to allow us to take tension off if we need to. We have 2 click lock all suture anchors with the drill bit and the guide for that, as well as some ACL guide pin that we'll use to drill our femoral tunnel. We have a right angle clamp, which we'll use to help with our graft, some passing sutures, and free needles that we'll use to incorporate the graft into the patella after we place our anchors. This is a right knee, so here's the patella I've marked out. I've marked out just a 2 to 3 centimeter incision, kind of superior medial aspect of the patella. Another reference line incision. Here's the medial epicondyle that I've marked out here, and then just a reference line here. This might be the area of incision. We're going to use fluoroscopy later on to kind of determine that. So we'll start our incision here, making our incision. So skin incision. Now what we're going to do is we're going to continue to come down. We're going to be looking for the vastus medialis obliquus, so the VMO. So now we want to dissect between the capsule and the VMO. So I'm just lifting off the VMO. This is where a bovie works really well for this. Kind of just trying to keep in that plane. Try not to go through the capsule. If you go into the capsule, it's okay. I would just typically take a vicryl suture and close that capsule. So you don't have any extravasation of fluid later on that might affect you. Once you get into the VMO a little bit, and so here's our VMO here. Once I get into it a little bit, I'll take a stitch. I'll put a stitch through that VMO. It just helps us tag it, keep it out of the way, and give it a little traction on it. And now I'm down and I can feel that adductor tubercle. So if the adductor tubercle is just proximal to where the MPFL insertion is, so if I can feel that with my finger, that's an ideal spot. So I'll take my free guide pin. Carefully don't stab yourself here. Right where I think that incision is. Okay, in, and then once you have it in there, then you can palpate where that adductor tubercle is to get a sense of where you want to be. And then we'll get our fluoro shot to assess our location. Okay, so now we've got our guide pin set at our anatomic location on the femur for the medial patellofemoral ligament. We can see it on the screen here. Okay, I've just percutaneously put this in so far, and now I'm going to drive my pin across. I'm going to aim a little bit proximal, a little bit anterior. Really, the only thing to worry about here is the perineal nerve down below, but that should not be of any concern, particularly if you aim a little bit anterior as you're driving across. All right, so now we're going to ream slightly proximal and anterior. All the way out through the skin. So I'll cut my skin here. I'll typically use a bovie here now with a straight clamp going down, spreading as I go, and protecting right around my wire, and then using the clamp as a retractor all the way down to the medial side. So now we have our 4.5 millimeter cannulated reamer over our wire, over our guide pin. We want to ream all the way across. All right, that's one nice. Okay, just want to make sure we get through that lateral cortex. Okay, good. We're out through the lateral cortex. So here's our infinity button. So you want to make sure that the pull tab is not hung up and that it's just free so you can loosen up later. So you just want to leave that go. Right now we just want to pass our sutures. Pass our sutures through here. Try not to get the button too involved at the moment. Go ahead and pull through. Okay, so now our sutures are passed. We have our button here ready. And then here, pull back on the button. Okay, we see our button up against the lateral femoral condyle. Notice I've cross-clamped this at 15, all right, and that's for a reason. We'll get to that in a second. So do me a favor and just put your fingers against there. Just helps keep the button down, okay? And then I'm going to keep some tension on here, and he's going to pull this in. That takes tension out of the loop and pulls that down in. So I can pull back and make sure that we're not, that our loop is tensioned. Okay, so here's my medial aspect of my patella. Here's my superior pole of my patella. So kind of right near the superior pole of the patella, we're going to place our anchor, our first anchor. Then about a centimeter distal to that, we'll place our next anchor. Okay, so here's our guide at the superior medial pole of the patella. Here's our guide for our click lock all suture anchor. The benefit of this anchor versus other all suture anchors is that this drills in and then it's just going to deploy the anchor, but we don't have to pound the anchor into the patella. And as you can see, it's very hard for your assistant to hold the patella still if you're pounding against it significantly. So we'll do that. We'll just piston it a little bit, pass our anchor in, try to push it in by hand as far as you can. Just this issue here, and then the patella, tap it in. Good. And then we release the lock on there, and click locked. Okay, there's our sutures. And again, you're going, horizontally across, so you're making sure you're not going into the joint, but pretty easy to get that orientation here. Release the lock. Now we have both of our anchors placed, and we'll pass our graft. Okay, so now we'll get our retractors back here. All right, this is where it's helpful that we tag the VMO. We'll get a curved clamp. You can pass our clamp out through that area. Grab the graft. Pull it back up through. Now we'll just check here that we don't have any soft tissue in between, which we do not. It's right down on bone. I can feel the tunnel. And we're underneath the VMO, over the top of the capsule. At this point, I would put the knee in 30 degrees of flexion. So I put a bump underneath the knee in order to, because that's where I'm going to tension my graft. So just to make sure on length. And then the beauty of this is we have a lot of we have a lot of tunnel to work with. We drilled all the way across. We have a lot of tunnel to work with. So you see we have enough graft to use. So no sense in making our lives harder here. So we can see that if we had the knee at 30 degrees, we want our graft to be here, not a problem to basically have it attach at this point, even right here. So we have play to work with here. So I'm going to start here at my mark, and I'm going to sew this way, okay, away from the patella, and then come down and out. So passing my sutures through. So now this is a pulley, right? So now we're going to pull on the post, pulls it right down, and we can tie our BioBrace down. So now we're going to put the knee in 30 degrees of flexion. Here's that stitch with the blue side. This is your pull stitch. This is what's going to shorten up that button. And then we'll push against there. I'll have Randy just put his thumb against where that button would be. We can tension the graft here, okay? And tighten it up. What now we can do is we can take the knee through a range of motion, okay, and make sure that we're not too tight. Okay, so I don't want to over tension the graft here. So I want to make sure that we're not too tight. We can put the scope back in the knee, okay, and even fine tune this. So even if say we wanted to loosen this up, we can pull on the pull tab here to loosen that graft up, and it'll take some slack off and loosen up our graft. So now you can see our graft loosens up by pulling on that tab. So that's how I do my medial patellofemoral ligament repair with collagen BioBrace Reinforced Bioinductive Implant augmentation using the Infinity button as well as the click lock anchors. Lastly here now to remove, just cut one of these loops of your pull tab, slide that out, and then on the lateral side, remember that this is tensioned already, so just cut the implants right at the skin, and you're done.